Hey. Nice. Northwest Highway, yo. Going over Troy Boulevard, man. Me and my artistic partner back there.
WAC that
To the train operator, park police, or other yard personnel.
I got this. It's a freeze whole frame, man. It looks like something out of a tab.
This is Andrew, doodling some sunglasses.
What's going on?
Not much.
Yeah, I like nothing. Guys, man, I'm like in the middle of my room slash the lab. That's what I like to call Dexter's laboratory here. I'm cooking up something of mine that me and a homie Vincent Williams is doing. Vincent, you might know another name for him is Dallas Legit, my boy. Met him in El Centro. I've been ever since we had Palmer Design One. Since we had that class, man, it's been I've been cool with that guy ever since. And we were doing a collaboration thing with him and one of his mixtapes. It's volume 2 of Snatch 'em volume 2 that he's got going on, and I'm doing it's a track called Misery, and like him being a friend to me and whatnot, he let me hear some of his music, and he showed me that at least I got to listen to the track. I was like, oh man, that's awesome. And me, one of the things that I like to do is me hearing music. I like to do a lot of illustration work and stuff to do music. So it's like I came up with the idea, like, hey man, let's do an illustration for like like a storyboard. Come up with like some little type of storyboard caricature or whatever type of situation for that Misery track. And he was like, oh man, I'm all up for it, fam. So it was like we pretty much kind of hooked up, and it was that little first clink, like yeah, we get each other type thing. So this is the little cut for Misery here. So I start doing this little matter of fact, I'm not gonna tell you every last thing that entails with it, because it's just gonna be pretty good. This is probably gonna end up sometime in next month. So this is what, May right now, might be June, July, somewhere by the time this, like, where me and Brandon, our artistry movie, our little mini movie of social media type movie things coming out. Triple D story, that's Dallas Days and Days, where we talk about basically what we got going on, our artistry and living in Dallas. So and how that all kind of correlated, how it affected everything. But anyway, just to show you a little bit of what's going on here. Where's one of my other boards? If I could show you, cause it is a mess up in here. But that's how I work. So, see if I could pull it out. Oh, something else I got going on. My lookbook that's gonna be coming out for 2013. That I'll get some stuff out for. Whoa, huh, cool. Was not expecting that. Let's see that. Success. Here it is. It's one of my the second parts of the storyboard that we got going along here for that Misery track coming off of Snatch 'Em Volume 2. It's gonna be a nice little project coming along. I love doing. What's funny is that I'm somebody that really loves doing illustrations for movies, or like not movies but music in a sense, because I always see the type of a situation. When for me, I'm a really visual person, and I'm musical too, but I'm really visual. And then when it comes to hearing a situation and seeing it, I can, somehow kind of get it to play up. I see the situation, whatever they're talking about in my mind. I can visually, imagine what's going on, type of the confrontation, or the interaction between the people, what's going on in here. So it's basically what this whole Misery illustration, or hey, just so spoiler alert, comic book. Oh, so with this little Misery track, I'm trying to just do something of illustrating the situation, and you'd really have to check out Dallas Legit, man. Check out his tape. You really should check that out, and I'll probably we'll make sure we get that going along. He's also this summer coming out, because it's about to be like Memorial Day coming up, and this summer he's got a thing going called Loaded. It's one of his tapes, the CD he's putting out this summer. So I'm really interested in seeing what type of a buzz that he gets from that. And I'm really interested. I don't know, when my people that I hook up with, it just happens, because Brandon, you already know Brandon. He does his rap. You already know Dallas Legit, or you might not, but Dallas Legit, my homie Vince, he does street poetry, and it's in a flowetry type thing. It's like a rap filter almost, if you will. But when I get with my musician homies, man, like I don't know, it's just like I like being able to create and tell stories, and put visions in people's head, get you to see what we're seeing or thinking, because that's all in the illustration, like that's all in the expression. All basically what I'm trying to say is, in our artistry, it's all expression, and we're just trying to make sure we're putting out situations and ideas and feelings, and hopefully somebody's feeling the same. So, with that being said, that's all about what a Triple D story is. Dallas Days and Days, giving you a little scoop of what's been going on, or what does go on with some of the minds of the people who I've been around. And there's people like this all over the place. There's all over cities, countries, and states, everywhere. But it's just so happens this is ours. So it's just our version of the same story being told. And yeah, man, going through my little recycled sketch Strathmore paper. It doesn't really even matter, to tell you the truth. Like, it's sketchbook, it's paper, you guys. Like, people shouldn't get so intimidated to use like the best of material, or the freshest. You have to go buy this and buy, like, dude, doesn't matter. Like, butcher paper, get that. You got like wrapping paper from like a freaking, like, what I'm trying to do, like what I'm gonna do in a few minutes actually, is like get a bunch of like old McDonald's food bags, and use that for like a creative surface, and do something with it, and draw, or use some drawing material, or I might do a oil paint thing. So who knows? Like, just invent, try stuff out. Don't be scared to, like, don't be scared to do things, don't be scared to experiment. get your hands dirty, get into some things, So this is one of my pieces for my lookbook that I might as well just show you guys this since like I'm right here. These are a couple of pieces that I got that will be illustrated through the lookbook that I'm going to be coming out sometime around probably August this year. And I got a couple of contemporary impressionistic works over here. I did this one actually yesterday, walking around downtown Dallas, around Field Street, and I think maybe Main, wherever that newly built park is, like that's in the middle of downtown Dallas, and like you can bring your dogs, and they have that Rusty Taco place. You get like $2 tacos. Rusty Taco, $2 tacos, man. Come on. So I went over there and got some people to check it out while I was there, and they liked it. It was cool. I did this other piece here that day too. I think this one was I walked down Field Street. It might have been Main or a couple blocks off, but it's wherever they have that little bubble tea place, and you can see the Pegasus building. That's like, because I remember I had it off in the distance. And I don't know, man, I just use drawing media. Like, don't be intimidated, yo. Like, with this, man, all I did was shoot Sharpie, big blue pens, and Sharpie markers, the little fine ultra thin tip markers and stuff like that. I use regular fine tip Sharpie for, some other things, like, just drawing material. You got material to use, man. Go ahead and use it. Don't be afraid, Don't let people tell you what you can and can't use. It's art, it's all expression, it's what you feel. Like, dude, it's totally in your hands. Like, and that's what I just want to invest into people. I just want people to get that it's all pretty much in your own hands here. It's an acrylic piece that I did. DJ Jazzy Jeff, we gridded it out. Little gridding out thing, it's acrylic. Of a grayscale, just did the grayscale and a grid thing. I just thought that, it would be cool to have a grayscale and grid it out. I'm working on a canvas thing right now too. Like, I don't know, I stay pretty busy, I guess. Like, I don't know, I just do things. Like, I'm never in a position where I'm too dormant. Like, I can't be that way. I have stuff to do, or I give myself stuff to do, even if I didn't. That was one of the pieces that I put one of that piece there. And that El Centro, that student, there was a Big Dream student gallery center, where if you had like at least one studio class, you get to put in some work. I did that, and what was awesome is that El Centro straight up gave me an honorable mention. Thought that was awesome. Really, really gracious and glad that I got this, and also that I went to El Centro. Shout outs to the DCCCD, the Dallas, Community College District, man, because I never thought, me before going into college, going into high school, man, I never really thought that I could, like, get something like this accomplished, I really didn't think so. So it was a really good look for me, and, I'm just kind of really glad. I'm just really, I don't know, it's like, I don't even know if that's like it doesn't totally explain it, but when I think about it, I never always exactly know what to say. But it's just, I'm very gracious for the opportunity, the chance I got to get, the people I was around, and the people I was around. Got to be, Visual Arts Club of El Centro is like really awesome. They have really cool programs. We got to go see this oh yeah, now I got these in my hand. We went to the DMA and got to see Chagall and Cindy Sherman stuff while we were there. Didn't have to pay, which was awesome. And at Join Dallas, we got to go over there to go see what the Latino Culture Art Museum, and it was really awesome to see all of these like pieces like these. Like, it was awesome to see those in person. You got to see them. It was really awesome. But yeah, man, we got to see that. It's just, I don't know. I'm really proud of how far I've gotten and what I've done, and even to say that makes me just think that, hey, this is like only the beginning. So who all knows what's in store for Andrew Fantasy? So hey. But I know what's in store at the moment, man. Me hooking up with my homie Vincent Legit. You can check him out on Twitter at Dallas Legit. It's at Dallas DALLAS Legit LEJIT. Little Eddie Jr. is terrorizing. I know that's my boy. And he's like some really good family. He's an awesome artist. You should check him out. Check out, if you're gonna check his SoundCloud out. Follow him on Twitter. Most likely you'll know where his SoundCloud is. Keep continuing to check out me and what I do on Artistic Frontrunner on YouTube. Follow me at Juan Finisee on Twitter. Capital J UAN capital P HINISEE. Follow me and just kind of check out what I put out there. I put some stuff out on my Tumblr, Instagram, and my blogspot. Check out my blogspot on Blogger, which is finisseeartspot.blogspot.com. I'll make sure you guys know where to go for that. And keep checking out my homie Brandon. Brandon, man, on Twitter at it's Lil Brandon, at ITS it's Lil LIL Brandon BRANDON, and it's all lowercase on Twitter, on him on Instagram, on Facebook and Tumblr. It's all the same. So it's keeping it convenient. Check out our artistry. We're just all trying to keep it in the family, keep on trucking and doing what we're doing. But yeah, until then, we'll keep you posted, man. Also, to let you guys in a little bit on what I'm doing, check me out. This one scene right here is for the misery thing. It's our protagonist here is in confronting the villain. You always got that with the good action-y packed stuff. So right now I'm just doing a little sketch up thing that I got right here. Doing a scene where it gets a little graphic or sketchy. Ha ha ha, get it? Sketchy. But anyway, I'm doing a little sketchy thing here where he's confronting the enemy or the protagonist real quick. He's confronting the crap out of the villainy here, which is actually the feeling of misery in itself. It's personified here by this hockey mask wearing ghost vaporic thing, and it's trying to terrorize him in his everyday life. And as you know, you can't let misery do that. It's what misery wants. So our protagonist here, our hero, is not gonna let that happen. So I just thought I'd let you guys, a little sketch up that I'm doing here, show you what's going in the making of it. It's got a foot here. It might bring this up a little bit. Bring this other shoe. Same time. A dude's head. Matter of fact, bring this up. So I'm like, oh crap, oh, you just kicked the crap out of me. Got that going on here. There's 3 different forms of this part. They were trying to gang up on him for a minute, trying to beat him up. But the homie's like, nah, this is not going down. So I have his hand like this out here. Hat going on. Body looks a little thrusted. Body looks a little thrusted right here. But hey, I get to show you how it looks when it's done in a few minutes. One thing that always kind of seems to hit me is that in this society, this little day and age, with as far as technology has been advancing every now and then, man, viral stuff goes viral like almost like instantaneously and simultaneously throughout the whole day, or like throughout every single freaking day that we go through. And like sometimes it's kind of like crazy how just blisteringly fast things can spread through like online, uh through on like the internet, when it comes to video, when it comes to music being put out, distributed, blogs nowadays. You can go a whole day and know the thoughts and ideas and feelings of like billions of people at a time without really strenuously trying. Construction like that is just totally ridiculous, and which has its effect, but in this light, I would like to say it's a good one because it's pretty much one of the ways that you could put any type of good, especially when it's like when it comes to your artistry and like no matter what type of your field is, even hey, if you're culinary, if you have some sort of a talent that people might consider like unusual or weird or whatever, do a couple of videos. It's cool to have like people. What do people say nowadays? Like YouTube channel, like you know checking people's channels out, and they have like videos of them doing exact. I've seen videos of like people who did art, like they did spray painting, like you got to see them do the graffiti and or like their murals and how they planned it out. And throughout video edits, you get to see exactly what step by step on a step by step basis how they got it done. And that's just one of the really incredibly interesting things about the internet and being viral in such a way. And for me and Brandon, it's kind of crucial and really important that we take advantage of that, because once again, like anything that we can do, like as long as we get it out to the right eyes, we can be seen, we can get it seen, and who knows, like who sees it the next day? Because like, heck, I mean, freaking people like Sweet Brown, that lady Sweet Brown, that was on the news. Like, dude, that was on the news, and someone ended up taking like a viral thing of ending like putting it on the like on YouTube and whatever, and people did things. People even made like remixes songs to that mess. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. But yeah, yo, like they made remixes to that mud faithfully, and like ended up like put it on YouTube. Like that's exactly how they did. And even before that, people were doing that. One kid who sung, what was that song? That Chocolate Rain song. I like bet how many people even remember that. How much stuff and like information travels so freaking fast. Like how many of you guys actually remember Chocolate Rain? Chocolate Rain. Dun, 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 dun. That dude's cool. But for me and Brandon and any one of us like Kashmia, who I've got to take some professional photos of me a couple of times, and I've got to post on Instagram. My homie Dallas Legit, any of him, his SoundCloud is pretty popular nowadays. And with him is his new tape, Loaded, that CD that he just put out for the summer. And on his SoundCloud. And when it comes to like our artistry like that, it's really a nice platform to get noticed, put many eyes on what you're doing as you can. And it's really important that me, like I said earlier, it's really important that me and Brandon take advantage of that sometimes, or if anybody takes advantage of that. Like seriously, don't be too shy or too like, oh, I don't like nobody wants to see my whatever, my little talent that I can sketch or I can draw or I can sing a little. People, there are like several people that do covers, and then like some stuff on YouTube is just like, dude, like, yo, nobody needs to see that. Every now and then you get that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that's like predominantly the ongoing trend here or something. Hey, whoa, whoa, now. Didn't say all of that. And that's a valuable tool, dude. Like, take it, I'm just saying. I'm just kind of saying anybody can use it as a platform to put their stuff on, feel confident enough about it. Hey, put it out there. That's you. Like, let people see it. And you never know. Sometimes when the right eyes sees it, the right eyes see it, and every now and then you ended up with endless possibilities, chances of your lifetime. People can see you and want to hire you. You end up getting an internship, a job thing, famous or recognition for starting something. I mean, I don't know. Shoot, who knows? Me and Brandon, as far as I know, me and Brandon been going around. We'd like to do something that we call sitescaping, and sitescaping is just when you're walking around in your immediate surroundings, wherever it may be. Like a lot of time, me going to school over in El Centro, it's downtown. I get on the trains a lot. Get on the trains, Blue Line, Red Line, downtown. Walking around downtown, Ross Avenue, Main Street, Deep Ellum from time to time. Like I walk past the DMA like almost on a daily basis, which is really cool. By the way, being an art major, going to school like several blocks away from the DMA is not bad. So hey, um, and I get pretty much I get to sitescape, or when I say sitescape, I get pretty much raw footage of myself and for Brandon and him going through your neighborhood, seeing, pointing out what's going on, and pretty much putting a highlight to the interesting and I guess you would say pleasurable qualities that you find in your everyday day-to-day life that just makes it a little bit better, like, or that much easier to keep going on with your day, like to live what's nice. Places that are just rebuilding. I think it's the Sheraton. I'm over here near the Pearl Arts District Station, and I just noticed, look, pow, rainbows. There's like so many different freaking rainbows. This is freaking awesome. First of all, that makes you pleasurable to see every day, or the fact that, hey, saying that I'm alive to witness this, it's pretty awesome. Like, I take the time to do that. I sitescape, and in this documentary you're gonna see a lot of that, and you're gonna see a lot of us doing our sitescaping. And we just point out these sites and pretty much travel around. We do a lot of it, and it's fun, man. It's not only good exercise, but it's kind of refreshing to like your soul in a way, at least to me. So I don't know, that's all a little bit, I guess, a part of our personas and our artistry. But yeah, I'd have to say that it's really important tool, the internet, that is, and technology in itself. We could do a whole lot of things nowadays, and nowadays it just takes somebody with a vision, having that dream, having that little initial dream that sparks, some big idea, or multi-million-dollar corporations. I mean, it didn't even have to be that, but I'm just throwing it out there. And just random examples, but things like that, you just could totally take off from just a vision. So a lot of the times, yeah, I like to put out exactly what it is exactly that I want to do, or what I'm thinking about, and I go out in nature, broad daylight, whenever, start filming. It doesn't take a whole lot sometimes, but yeah, man, it's a pretty nice little ordeal. So I'll give you that much. Cause I mean, fresh air most of the time. You know, downtown's a little city-ish, but fresh air. You know, nature, animals around. Feel pretty much one with my surroundings, and it's always a nice feeling. So, which I encourage everybody to go ahead and start your own Sitescape, like channel. You don't even have to do a channel, just like do it on your channel. Sitescape, you know, go around, travel, hike, or take trains if you can. Like even sometimes nowadays, like if you know, when you drive, man, people, the society nowadays, it seems like this lifetime they want you to hurry up, do things that goes fast, and not notice necessarily what's going on around you, but immediate, really stiff and stagnant tasks, like, which is not the life like I would always like to lead, which is hard because I know nowadays like there's business that you need to handle. There are things that we need to do as human beings, as members of society, and I'm all for that. But sometimes you just have to stop and look around you. Look at what's coexisting with you. Look at everything else's consciousness. You're aware of your own, and sometimes if you're really thinking about it, that's even astonishing. So I don't know. I just really want to encourage the awareness of consciousness, your own, and of other things' consciousness, and in a way have a certain love for everything or respect for everything by just kind of simply noticing it's there, you know? Oh my god!
I'm not this bitch. Get your ragged ass up. Sit down that bitch. Close the door that hole. Close the door that hole. Close that door that hole.
Yeah, the door closed over there. The door closed over there. I see.
Knock your own down. Get your hands out. Get your hands Come on, lady, we got to go. They put you on YouTube right now. I'll get that money. Stop the bus driver from driving the bus. We gonna make $1 million.
You gonna get somewhere.
I'm gonna drag you. See how you fucking with me, y'all? Gotta tell the truth.
We got you.
I ain't seen nothing. Don't do that, man. Don't put it on YouTube, dog. We didn't pray like that, man. We've been knowing each other about 30 years.
Only in Triple D, man.
Only in Triple D. Only in Triple D. Man, don't do that.
Huh?
Shit,
That's the neighborhood. We ain't tripping. Alright, on the go.
Like to accomplish with your music?
What I want to. Hold up. Stop the motherfucker.